Good day everyone. On this day, we will talk about physical and cognitive changes and developmental tasks of early adulthood. In early adulthood, saying that it is typically starting from ages of 20 to 35, which means in this period, we are building friendships, relationship, focusing in career, etc. Also, it represents a period of significant personal growth and exploration. In physical changes, females reach their adult heights by age of 18, and except for some males who continue to grow in their early 20s, most have reached their adult heights by age of 21. It says that females typically reach their adult heights by age of 18 as their growth plates close, marking the end of linear bone growth. However, some males continue to grow their taller into their early 20s due to hormonal influences like testosterone which delay the closure of growth plates, where around the age of 21, the majority of males have also reached their adult heights as skeletal maturity is achieved. In cognitive changes, earlier life stages result in dramatic and critical changes, whereas in early adulthood, essential brain growth already has taken place, and individuals are now applying and using their knowledge and analytical capabilities. During earlier life stages, such as childhood and adolescence, the brain undergoes significant developmental changes, laying the foundation for cognitive abilities. By early adulthood, essential brain growth has largely occurred and individuals begin to apply and utilize their accumulated knowledge and analytical skills in various aspects of their lives.
Now we should talk about the developmental tasks of early adulthood. The first one is achieving autonomy, means trying to establish oneself as independent person with a life of one's own. Let's make it more clearly. It's not about separating from your family in order to become independent and free. Rather, it's about growing and molding yourself into a more self-sufficient person for the future. Next is establishing identity, means more firmly establishing like dislike, preferences, and philosophies. So what does it mean? It's like a process to define your identity and figuring out your own identity by your own likes and dislikes.
The third part of the developmental task is the developing emotional stability, means becoming more stable emotionally, which is considered a sign of maturing. To explain it, it involves growing flexibility, self-awareness, and techniques for dealing with stress, confusion, and disappointments effectively. People go through a phase of self-discovery during which they learn how to control their emotion, set up appropriate boundaries, and develop a sense of identity and purpose. The next is establishing a career, means deciding on and pursuing a career or at least an initial career direction and pursuing an education. For more explanation, it is the understanding of potential career paths that relate to their own goals and desires. One should identify their interests, talents, and beliefs. They are able to pursue related training, education, or qualification to gain the abilities and skills required for their desired career fields.
Next is finding intimacy, means forming first close, long-term relationships. It is also the time we will start a family. So this is the moment when we search for a committed partner who wants to have a family. Next is becoming part of a group or community, means young adults may, for the first time, become involved with various groups in the community. Because social groups can provide a sense of community and support, which can be especially important in times of difficulty or crisis. Social groups can provide a source of social support which can help young adults to cope with stress and challenges.
7. Learning how to budget and keep a home maintained. The early adulthood will teach them how to budget their money, and early adulthood will know what is more important to spend, whether it is a need or a want. Lastly, the early adulthood, they will also know how to maintain the cleanliness of their house, and they will not be restless when the house is dirty. Number 8. Learning how to manage a household with children. The early adulthood will know how to manage the role of being a household with children through establishing some routines like setting a calendar household chart, communicating to each others wherein everyone feels comfortable to express their concerns, and lastly, giving support whether it's from other family members. It is important to learn how to manage a household with children because it creates a positive and supportive environment to keep a home is maintained.
And lastly is making marital or relationship adjustment and learning to parent. What does it mean? Let me clear it. During adulthood, individuals often experience significant life transitions, including entering into committed relationships and starting families. Making marital or relationship adjustments during this time involves learning to navigate the complexities of sharing a life with another person, including communication, compromise, and resolving conflicts. Learning to parent also becomes a central focus during early adulthood, as individuals may become parents for the first time. This involves acquiring the skills and knowledge necessary to care for and nurture children, including understanding their developmental needs and providing emotional support. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope that our group presentation will help you to understand what early adulthood is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see what our new update is.